Lap 4 underway out of 18. It's Leo Robinson, Hamza Al-Fayez, Harry Hannam, Fahad Al-Ruwahi. We've then got Edwin Kneisser, Fahad Al-Kuwari, Arkan Maklada, and then we've got Sofia Zanfari running in the top 8. Ahmed El Sesi, Yasin Sadfi now up into P10. Abdul Keda Kadim, Abdallah Dusuk, Salma Idrisi, Besma Khatal, Talal Binakli, Faisal Nushko, and Saif Benani. So it was the 206 and the 213 of Nushko and Benani that came together not that long ago. Yellow flags again at the start finish line, and we got one sideways and off. So just trying to keep an eye on who that is. Driver in that kart looks to be possibly, I'm not too sure, it might be, I can't really make it out from here from my line of sight. So one kart is going to drop down the order quite significantly, and at the moment that's Sofia Zanfari, unfortunately. So kart now being moved out of the way. So now the marshalling crew just trying to get the getting the carts out of harm's way and also off of the racing line. So we carry on with lap number 6 out of 18 about to be completed. Leo Robinson still leads the way, representing Algeria. Hamza Al-Fayez from Jordan still in second. Harry Hannam in third, and it's getting close between the top two at the moment, with these drivers definitely getting very, very quickly around this circuit. Leo Robinson fastest in the very first sector of anybody in this race, and he looks to be increasing it. Hamza Al-Fayez he won the pre-final, started from pole position, but it was Leo Robinson that put the frontness on everybody as soon as they launched it off the line. When they went revs up, lights out, and off and away, Robinson got the jump on everybody. Just trying to hold on to that lead, go through turn 1 and 2 for once again a little bit further back. There's a nice little battle between Abdul Kader Kasim from Bahrain and Abdallah Dusuk from Jordan in 10th place for that position as things stand. Robinson still running in the 52.0, as is Hamza Al-Fayez, Sadfi, Keda Kasim, Dusuk, Khatal, Idrisi, Binakli, Nushko, Benani. We've unfortunately had a retirement from Sofia Zanfari in the 211 from Morocco on lap number 4, as we are fast approaching the conclusion of lap number Junior Rotax final. So we have 10 laps to go, including this one, and now Hamza Al-Fayez is close. He is within striking distance. And Hamza Al-Fayez, in the meantime, has been closing in on the leader. And Harry Hannam is also improving as well. The 220, based out of the United Arab Emirates these days, now has done a personal best in sector number 1. Sector 2, they're all a little bit slow in comparison with their previous laps, but Edwin Kneisser is closing in on Harry Hannam. Top 3 covered by 0.664, and despite Harry Hannam not having set a purple sector, he gets the fastest lap of the races now. Hamza Al-Fayez is looking up, he's trying to tee up Leo Robinson for an opportunity to get past to take the race lead as Robinson goes purple in sector number 1. Al-Fayez, Hanam, Nasser, Al-Rawahi rounds out the top 5, and they are 3.4 seconds in duration. Fahad Al-Kuwari in 6, representing Bahrain. Aken Makalda from Tunisia, Ahmed El Sesi, Yassin Sadfi, and Abdallah Dusuk from Jordan round out the top 10. We're on lap 10 of 18, which is shortly going to be completed, and Robinson has not buckled under the consistent, unrelenting pressure of Jordan's Hamza Al-Fayez, who bumps over the curbs going through into turn 2. Set him up a little bit for turn 3, looking up the inside, but Leo Robinson has just kept it apex point perfect through the last few laps of this race. So we're on to lap 11 out of 18. So Robinson just keeping himself at the front of the field, looks over his left shoulder, sees Al-Fayez, Hanam, Nasser. So the top 4 effectively, Leo Robinson can see if he looks round behind him round about now. But he won't be doing that because he's going through turn 1 and turn 2 at a great rate of knots, because Hamza Al-Fayez is still applying all that pressure. Robinson on the previous lap put in the fastest second sector of anybody in the race, and he's just trying to concentrate on what he needs to do. But there's an absolute gaggle a little bit further behind, the likes of Besma Khatal, Yazin Sadfi, Salma Idrisi, Talal Binakli, and then we've got Abdallah Dusuk also in that mix as well. So that's 5 kart side counts. So we are still very much in the swing of things as Robinson unfazed, well, he's not been rattled at all in this race. It all comes down to one seminal moment, who's going to want it the most, and I know for a fact that both of them want it just as badly. Harry Hanam, can he claw the gap back? It could be very possible to spend respective in his proximity to the 2 in front, but Edwin Kaiser is closing in. And we have got yellow flags once again on the start-finish straight. So there was a driver off the circuit at turn 2. So yellow flags will continue to wave at the start-finish line and post 1. Edwin Kneser now trying to close on in on 3rd position, but now Hamza Al-Fayez, with the way that he's driving the 207, is starting to mount the offensive. This is where it's a bit like poetry in motion. Have to wait for the right time. Leo Robinson now going towards the final corner. Now the gap was 0.168. It now extends to 0.3. Robinson starting to motor on. So now we are getting into the business end of this race. Lap number 15 out of 18, and Robinson still leading the proceedings. Right, full course yellow. The race at this moment has been neutralised. They have got to a full course yellow has been engaged, but Hamza Al-Fayez has just gone through. So they're going to have now. The thing was, the full course yellow was engaged. So this is where it gets interesting. They've got to slow down. They've got to register, slow down, confirmed that they have received it, and that has neutralised proceedings. There is a kart that needs moving. Now, a full course yellow equalises everything. But it's about what happens on the restart. If the restart happens with a couple of laps to spare, be prepared for what happens in front. So just awaiting. I've now had confirmation that the race is now officially red flagged on lap 16. So red flag has been called. So red flag has been called. Medical team on the circuit, on their way to the scene of the incident, so we will give you updates, but medical team has been called, so they have decided to stop the race at this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a bit of an update, Hassi Messaoud 217 from Tunisia is conscious, has complaining of a sore arm, but is all okay. So that is the main thing. So the red flag has been called. I am waiting to see whether they will be calling the race at this late stage, as we are at lap 16 out of 18. So as soon as I have confirmation. So we are just awaiting confirmation as to whether the race will be stopped at this point. So effectively it will have been 16 out of 18.